Where's the light switch? Ooh, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. It's your boy Emmy. I don't want to sit here for too long and make a whole, go yapping for hours and hours. But real quick, so the point of this channel, I'm sure a lot of other people are on the same boat, but I have been living a pretty undisciplined life. I have been trying to meet certain goals of mine for about 4 or 5 years now, and still haven't been able to meet those goals. And so I realized something has to change, and so I'm starting up this whole new daily routine that I want to also document. So here we are. I was supposed to wake up at 4, and I set 3 alarms, all at 4 o'clock, so that I would definitely get up. Now, this probably has to do with the fact that I ended up going to bed at 2. Again, I've been pretty undisciplined. And so I must have been so unbelievably tired. I don't even remember waking up and turning off my alarms. I just woke up and it's about to be 7 a.m., which is actually not terrible. It's not super bad, but I want to start getting up at 4. So hopefully tomorrow I can do that. But anyways, I'm going to start getting ready for the day. We have a lot of things planned for the day. So yeah, let's get started. So yeah, like I said, my plans have slightly been thrown off. I don't think it really matters because like we're still gonna be very productive today. But I was planning it's 7:13. I know it's like backwards for you guys, but 7:14 now. I was actually planning to be outside at 7 to go on my run for the day because that's spoiler, one of the things I want to do. But it's fine. I have a quick work section with my mom from like 9 to 12 and I want to get some stuff done between now and 9, and I just don't know if I'll have time to run. So it's not a big deal. I'll just run afterwards. So I was just thinking in my head, I'm like, wait, so how am I going to move some things around here? But it shouldn't be too hard. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and walk you guys through what I'm going to be doing now between now and 9. All right, so first things up, I am going to pray my rosary, which maybe you guys know what that is. Maybe you guys have no idea what that is. It's basically just like a prayer slash meditation guide that a lot of Catholics use. I grew up on the rosary, and just like most Catholics, I like never pray anymore because there's only one reason. I just don't ever make the time to do it. I always try to convince myself that I'm too busy with other things, and I just don't feel like doing it ever. I'm like, bro, this is boring. I just get distracted the whole time. I don't even get to focus. Like, this just feels so repetitive. I don't like doing this at all. um, but something that you're gonna hear very often in my videos, I get a lot of inspiration from a lot of people. David Goggins being one of those people, and he always says that you should go out of your way. You should go out of your way to do things that suck. You know, and so not to sound disrespectful, but like for me, even though like I'm a very big like Christian, the rosary has always felt like something that just sucks because I'm just like, bro, I don't like doing this. So that's why I'm going to do it. I'm going to start doing it, and I'm going to document it so I can keep myself accountable. So I'm going to be doing the rosary as well as, this isn't really a good example because my room's clean, but typically my room and the surrounding parts of my house are very dirty. And so I'm going to be cleaning that up while I pray my rosary. The only reason why my room is clean is because my girlfriend had made the time to clean my room for me. It wasn't me. So I'm gonna try to make the house look nice, as well as I have some dogs and cats that I'm gonna let out. So we're gonna do all that while I'm praying my rosary, and I'll keep you guys posted. There's like 5 different decades. I think they pronounce it decades. Basically 5 different sections of the rosary. So I'm gonna make sure to stop in between them to talk to you guys. And I'm gonna make sure to go out of my way. There's a Hallow app. There's a Catholic Hallow prayer app that's completely free for everyone to download if you want. And they have different like settings on there. And I'm going to make sure I do the longest rosary, just 2 again, instill that discipline and self-control in me. So here we go. Also, I wanted to point out one of the things that I'm going to be doing during this time is I'm going to be getting off of YouTube, which is like for sure the app that I use the most, that I will no joke spend like half of my day on. Probably even more than half my day. Half my day is actually not even close. It's definitely more than half of my day. I'm not like a big TikTok guy. I don't really go on Instagram Reels anymore. I'm not really ever on Snapchat, just wasting time. But my gosh, I am on YouTube, dude. Like, you wouldn't even imagine. I can try pulling up my screen time while I talk to you guys, but yeah, so anyways, I'm gonna get rid of my screen time, I'm gonna get rid of YouTube so I can try to do things that are more productive. For example, yesterday, the app that I used the most was YouTube, and I spent over 10 hours on it. And that was just on this. I have an iPad that I know I spent probably another 4 hours on. So it was like 14 hours yesterday. That's not good. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna try to replace all of those things with better things for me to do. Why am I bringing this up right now? Well, another big bad habit of mine is sleeping in. Even though I woke up at 7, and that's still pretty early, I still have that same sensation that I have when I usually sleep in, which is like, bro, I'm cold, my bed's really warm, I'm really comfy in here, like maybe I can just do my chores tomorrow, you know? But the reality is, like, I've been telling myself that for months, and no joke, sometimes it'll be like 2, 3 weeks until I finally do the dishes. And then when I do them, I'm like, bro, that took me like 20 minutes. Why did I stall for so long? And I am such a bad, I was gonna say hypocrite. I guess you could say hypocrite, not really. Not in this context, but I mean, like, I'm a big procrastinator. And so, wow, my hair looks funky. But yeah, so I'm a big procrastinator. I always say things that I want to do, and then I'm just like, I always put them off. Here's another one. I've been trying to schedule an eye doctor appointment for like 2 weeks now. I just haven't done it. So I gotta get all these things done, and I'm just sitting here like stalling in my bed, and I'm like, I want to document this so I can vocalize it, so that if anyone else out there is like this, you guys know that you're not alone. I also do that all the time, but it's time to get up. It's time to put some clothes on. It's time to be productive. Let's go pray my rosary. Let's start cleaning things up around the house. And let's go take the animals out for a walk. Okay. Let's go. Remember, guys, you want to do things that suck. Do I want to do chores? No. Is there anything I could do to make me want to do chores? No. Chores usually suck no matter what. It doesn't matter. But again, David would say, it's not that you make it suck less, it's just that you embrace the suck. You know? Here's something you might not know about David. In case you know anything about him, you know he's like this workout monster. I always assumed, like, oh yeah, he must love doing that stuff because, like, duh, it's what he does all the time, right? If you see someone doing things all the time, it's probably because they love doing it. Supposedly, according to him, I find this crazy, he actually hates running more than like anything in the world. And that's actually why he runs every day, because he hates it. And I was just like, dude, that mentality is so contrary to like the one that I have. And so, anyways, all that to say, if I really don't like praying the rosary, if I really don't like getting up early when it's cold and doing chores, then it probably means I'm doing the right thing. You know, if you're doing things that you don't like, if you're doing things that make you a little uncomfortable, that just make you kind of like not wanting to be there in that moment, like that probably means that you're doing the right things. Not always, obviously. Don't take that to the extreme, you know? Like, there's obviously things that are like not good for you, and that's good that your body is responding, but most of the times the things that we want to do, or the things that we know we should be doing are not the things that we want to do. And the things that we want to do are things that we shouldn't be doing. So all that to say, kind of sucks right now having to do all these things, but it's also like, dude, that probably means you're doing the right thing. So, okay, enough yapping for real. Let's go. All right, y'all, I got a shirt on. Ignore this little mud stain. One of my dogs put his paws on me yesterday after he was running in our pond. So I was like, oh, thanks for that little mud mark. Actually, you know what's funny? Very quick side note. I just watched the movie Hoppers with my girlfriend at the movies, and this actually is kind of like reminding me of the movie when like the beaver like puts their paw on the other beaver. But anyways, might be a little bit explicit here, so sorry, but I'm going through my room right now to change, and I saw like this pile of underwear next to my dresser, and it reminded me that I was like, okay, this is another thing I want to talk to you guys about. There's the reason why there's a pile of underwear next to my dresser. There's probably like, yeah, I mean, this probably isn't something that I want to talk about, but I know I should because I need to get off my chest. The reason I have a pile of underwear next to my dresser is because to this day, I'm 21 years old. I still have, and it's kind of like, I don't like talking about it because I feel a bit embarrassed, but I know I'm not the only guy out there. I know I'm not even close to the only guy out there who has this problem. So I should just talk about it. And I'm sure there's girls out there who have this problem too, but I have a very bad like pornography addiction. It's pretty bad. It's pretty sad, honestly. It's pretty pathetic. But I do. It's kind of like my vice. Everyone, from what I've heard, right? People say that, right? Like everyone has their own vice. That's my vice. I got hooked on at a very very young age. I was like exposed to it at a very young age, and so it's honestly in a weird way and disgusting way. It's become like a part of my life ever since I was like 6 years old, which is like crazy and super sad. Because like I look at like I have like younger siblings and cousins who are like 10 and they still haven't even like heard of what that stuff is, and I'm like, praise God, because oh, it was so bad. Um, Anyways, I'll get into all that stuff later if you guys want. But all of that to say, I'm looking at that and it's reminding me. Oh yeah, another thing you're gonna stop doing on top of everything else, you're gonna stop watching porn, dude. You gotta like actually stop. I've been trying to quit. Like I've been like actually pursuing trying to quit since like I was 17 years old. And just like I said at the intro of this video, that's just another thing where, yeah, I've been trying for 4 years and no results. Not even close to any results. I have like three pairs of underwear there, and they're all from yesterday. And I think I even watched it a few more times than just three. I think I watched it like 5 times yesterday. So yeah, no progress. No progress has been made. So we're gonna try again. I think getting off of social media will definitely help with that. But again, keeping myself busy and occupied will also help. So okay, let's go.